Self-improvement is not about perfection. It's not about becoming someone else, but becoming the best version of yourself. Each of us has unique strengths, talents, and potential that are waiting to be uncovered. And the only way to truly unlock that potential is by committing to continuous growth and development. One of the biggest obstacles in self-improvement is the fear of failure. We've all been there, that sinking feeling that holds us back from trying something new or challenging ourselves in a big way. But failure isn't something to be feared, it's something to be embraced. Every failure brings with it a lesson. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, to adjust, and to become better. Thomas Edison once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Imagine if he had given up after the first few tries. Self-improvement is also about self-awareness. It's about understanding who you are, recognizing your strengths and weaknesses, and being honest with yourself about where you can grow. This honesty might be uncomfortable at times, but it's the only way to achieve true progress. Reflect on your experiences, seek feedback from others, and be willing to listen to constructive criticism. Remember, self-awareness is the foundation upon which we can build lasting change. And let's talk about consistency. It's easy to get excited and set big goals, but the real magic happens in the small, consistent steps you take every day. Improvement is rarely a giant leap, it's usually a steady climb. Imagine a tree growing. It doesn't become strong and tall overnight. It grows bit by bit, through storms and sunshine alike. The same goes for us. Every small effort you make today compounds over time, leading you closer to your dreams. Another vital element of self-improvement is surrounding yourself with the right people. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, as the saying goes. Choose to be around those who inspire you, challenge you, and support your growth. Their energy, their perspective, and their drive will naturally lift you up and encourage you to strive for better. Finally, remember that self-improvement is a lifelong journey. You don't need to have it all figured out today. Focus on being just a little better than you were yesterday. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Life is not a race, and self-improvement is not about comparing yourself to others. Your journey is uniquely yours. Embrace it, enjoy it, and keep moving forward. So I challenge you today, take that first step, however small, towards becoming the person you know you're meant to be. Believe in yourself, be patient with yourself, and nay. Setting realistic goals is crucial to achieving success in self-improvement, as it brings focus, direction, and a sense of purpose to our efforts. Without clear, achievable goals, it's easy to feel lost or overwhelmed. However, when we define what we're striving toward and outline specific steps to reach it, we're far more likely to stay motivated and make meaningful progress. The process of setting realistic goals starts with self-reflection. Before deciding on a goal, it's important to take a step back and evaluate where we are, what we truly want to accomplish, and why it matters to us. Self-reflection helps ensure that our goals are aligned with our values, passions, and priorities, rather than being driven by external pressures or fleeting motivations. When a goal resonates deeply with our inner motivations, it becomes more meaningful and powerful, making us more likely to persevere through challenges. A helpful framework for setting realistic goals is the SMART approach, which emphasizes that goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For a goal to be effective, it should be specific, clearly defining what you aim to achieve, rather than being vague or abstract. For instance, saying, "I want to become healthier" is broad and difficult to act upon. However, if you define it as "I want to exercise 3 times a week for 30 minutes each session," it becomes a clear, actionable goal that you can actively work toward. Measurability is another key component of realistic goal setting. When a goal is measurable, you can track your progress and celebrate small wins along the way. This keeps motivation high and gives a sense of achievement. For example, if you're aiming to improve your reading habits, setting a goal to read 1 book per month is measurable. You can track the number of pages you read each day and clearly see how close you are to finishing the book. Regularly reviewing progress helps maintain focus and allows for adjustments if needed. Goals should also be achievable, taking into account your current abilities, resources, and commitments. Setting goals that are overly ambitious can lead to frustration and burnout, which can ultimately demotivate us. Realistic goals consider our current circumstances, making sure they are challenging enough to inspire growth but not so daunting that they become discouraging. For instance, if you're new to running, setting a goal to complete a marathon within a few months might be unrealistic, but aiming to run a 5K within a few months is far more achievable and still provides a sense of accomplishment. Relevance is also essential in goal setting. A relevant goal is one that contributes directly to your long-term aspirations and aligns with your personal values. When a goal feels personally meaningful, it's easier to stay committed. If you're setting a career goal, for instance, make sure it aligns with your desired path and brings you closer to your professional aspirations. This relevance adds a sense of purpose, making it easier to invest time and effort into achieving the goal. Finally, making goals time-bound adds a sense of urgency and focus. When a goal has a deadline, it encourages us to prioritize it and prevents procrastination. Setting a clear time frame creates structure, giving us a target to work toward. Whether it's I want to complete this certification by the end of the year, or I want to save a certain amount by the next 6 months, a time-bound goal helps you stay accountable and pushes you to take consistent action. Building resilience is one of the most valuable skills we can develop, as it enables us to navigate life's inevitable challenges with strength, adaptability, and determination. Resilience is the ability to recover quickly from setbacks, adapt to difficult situations, and keep moving forward, even in the face of adversity. While some may think resilience is an inherent trait, it's actually a skill that can be cultivated over time through intentional practices and mindset shifts. The foundation of resilience lies in our mindset. When we approach life with a positive outlook and an openness to growth, we can more easily see challenges as temporary obstacles rather than insurmountable barriers. Adopting a growth mindset, which is the belief that our abilities can improve with effort and learning, helps us view setbacks as opportunities to grow. This perspective transforms failure from something to be feared into something to be embraced. Instead of viewing challenges as personal failings, resilient people see them as chances to learn, adapt, and ultimately come out stronger. Self-awareness plays a crucial role in resilience as well. Understanding our strengths, weaknesses, triggers, and limitations allows us to respond to difficulties more effectively. When we know ourselves, we can recognize when we need to take a step back, ask for help, or change our approach. This self-knowledge enables us to maintain perspective and make thoughtful decisions under stress rather than reacting impulsively. Additionally, self-awareness helps us recognize that setbacks don't define us, they are simply moments in our journey. This understanding creates a sense of emotional distance, allowing us to bounce back from adversity with a clear, focused mindset. Building resilience also involves cultivating emotional regulation, which is the ability to manage our emotions in a healthy and constructive way. Life's challenges often trigger a range of intense emotions, from frustration and disappointment to anxiety and fear. By learning how to manage these emotions, we're better equipped to stay grounded and focused, even in difficult situations. Techniques such as mindfulness, meditation, and deep breathing can help us stay calm and present, making it easier to process our emotions without letting them overwhelm us. Practicing emotional regulation helps us avoid rash decisions and allows us to approach challenges with a clear and composed mind. Another key aspect of resilience is developing a support network. Having people we can rely on during tough times makes a significant difference in our ability to cope. Resilient people know that they don't have to face challenges alone. They reach out to friends, family, mentors, or support groups when they need encouragement or advice. A strong support network provides not only practical assistance but also emotional comfort, reminding us that we're not alone in our struggles. Sharing our experiences with others helps alleviate the burden of stress, giving us the strength to keep moving forward. Practicing self-compassion is essential for building resilience as well. When we're hard on ourselves after a setback, we erode our confidence and make it more difficult to recover. Self-compassion, on the other hand, allows us to acknowledge our pain without judgment and to treat ourselves with kindness. By being gentle with ourselves, we create a safe internal environment that encourages healing and growth. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, we learn to forgive ourselves, refocus, and continue our journey with renewed determination. Resilience is also strengthened by setting realistic goals and taking small steps toward them. When we focus on manageable actions, we build momentum and confidence, making it easier to tackle larger challenges over time. Each small success contributes to a growing sense of self-efficacy, reinforcing our belief in our ability to overcome obstacles. This gradual approach to challenges, combined with a resilient mindset, empowers us to face bigger difficulties with courage and confidence. Self-discipline is a foundational element in the journey towards self-improvement, as it allows us to stay committed to our goals, even when motivation fades or obstacles arise. Unlike motivation, which is often fleeting and influenced by emotions, self-discipline is a steadfast commitment to making choices aligned with our long-term objectives. It's the quiet force that keeps us moving forward day after day, helping us make progress, no matter how incremental, toward our aspirations. One of the key components of self-discipline is the ability to delay gratification. In a world that prioritizes instant rewards, developing the skill to wait and invest effort in future benefits is invaluable. Delaying gratification means choosing actions that serve us in the long term, even when they require immediate sacrifice. For example, when we resist the urge to procrastinate and instead dedicate time to study or work, we're choosing to prioritize our future success over temporary pleasure. This ability to delay gratification strengthens our willpower, making us more resilient in the face of temptations and distractions. Self-discipline also involves cultivating consistency, which is essential for achieving lasting results. Consistency means showing up and putting in the effort regularly, regardless of how we feel on a given day. It's easy to work toward a goal when we're excited or full of energy, but the true test of self-discipline comes when enthusiasm wanes and we're left with the hard work that lies between us and our goals. By embracing consistency, we build habits that eventually become second nature, making it easier to stay on course. For instance, someone aiming to improve their physical fitness won't achieve significant results from a few sporadic workouts. Instead, it's the steady, disciplined practice of exercising regularly that produces real, lasting change. Another aspect of self-discipline is the ability to manage time effectively. Self-discipline requires us to prioritize tasks, set boundaries, and avoid distractions. Time management skills help us allocate our energy toward the things that matter most, ensuring that we're working efficiently and purposefully. This might involve setting aside specific hours for focused work, limiting social media use, or creating a structured routine that optimizes productivity. Time management supports self-discipline by creating a framework that keeps us organized and focused, reducing the chances of being derailed by unproductive habits or impulsive decisions. Self-discipline also fosters a strong sense of self-control, which is essential in moments of emotional turbulence. When we face stressful or frustrating situations, self-discipline helps us maintain composure and resist the urge to react impulsively. This emotional control enables us to make decisions based on logic and long-term impact rather than on fleeting emotions. For instance, when dealing with conflict, self-discipline can help us choose a calm response over an emotional outburst, ultimately preserving relationships and minimizing regrets. This level of control reinforces our confidence, making it easier to handle challenging situations with grace and poise. Lastly, self-discipline is closely tied to self-respect and personal integrity. Every time we follow through on our commitments and honor our goals, we reinforce a positive self-image and cultivate trust in ourselves. This self-trust becomes a powerful motivator, as it reminds us that we are capable of achieving what we set out to do. When we practice self-discipline, we're essentially choosing to respect our own potential, treating our goals with the seriousness they deserve. This internal respect encourages us to continue pushing forward, even when the journey is difficult. Self-discipline builds a strong foundation for personal growth, giving us the tools to make meaningful progress in all areas of life. Self-care and reflection are vital components of personal growth and well-being, providing the balance and insight needed to sustain long-term progress. Self-care is often misunderstood as simply indulging in activities that bring immediate comfort or relaxation, but in truth, it encompasses a wide range of practices that support our physical, mental, and emotional health. When we make time for self-care, we recharge and build resilience, enabling us to handle life's challenges with greater strength and composure. Self-care is the foundation upon which self-improvement rests, allowing us to nurture and protect the resources we need to pursue our goals with clarity and determination. Physical self-care is essential, as our bodies provide the energy and stamina required for daily activities. Taking care of our physical health through regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep enhances our ability to focus and perform at our best. Exercise, in particular, has been shown to reduce stress, improve mood, and increase energy levels, all of which contribute to a positive mindset. A healthy diet fuels our brain and body, enabling us to stay alert and energized, while quality sleep gives our minds a chance to process and recover from the day's experiences. When we prioritize physical self-care, we create a solid foundation that supports our emotional and mental well-being as well. Mental self-care involves practices that stimulate and relax the mind, helping us stay focused and reduce stress. This could include activities like reading, engaging in hobbies, or spending time in nature. Mental self-care is also about setting boundaries and managing the demands we place on ourselves. By taking breaks, avoiding information overload, and practicing mindfulness, we reduce the risk of burnout. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation or deep breathing, can help us stay present, reducing anxiety about the future and regrets about the past. These practices clear our minds, allowing us to approach our goals with greater clarity and purpose. Emotional self-care is the practice of acknowledging and understanding our emotions, allowing us to respond to them in healthy ways. Emotional self-care can involve journaling, talking to trusted friends, or seeking therapy. When we give ourselves permission to feel and process emotions rather than suppress them, we gain insight into our inner world. Emotional self-care helps us build self-awareness, which is essential for making meaningful changes in our lives. By understanding our triggers, patterns, and emotional responses, we develop the ability to manage stress more effectively and approach challenges with resilience. Reflection is the companion to self-care, providing us with the opportunity to assess our actions, thoughts, and feelings. Regular reflection allows us to evaluate our progress, acknowledge our accomplishments, and identify areas for improvement. This process can be as simple as setting aside a few minutes each day to journal, or as structured as a weekly review of our goals and experiences. Reflection gives us insight into what is working and what isn't, helping us make adjustments that keep us on the path to growth. It also enables us to celebrate small wins, reinforcing positive habits and boosting our motivation. Through reflection, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, recognizing patterns in our behavior and attitudes that influence our progress. Reflection encourages us to ask important questions about our goals and intentions. Are our actions aligned with our values? Are we making choices that support our well-being? By asking these questions regularly, we ensure that we stay true to our purpose and maintain a healthy balance between ambition and self-care. Reflection also allows us to learn from our experiences, transforming mistakes and setbacks into valuable lessons that shape our future decisions. Self-care and reflection work hand in hand to support our growth. When we care for ourselves, we're better able to engage in deep, honest reflection. And when we take time to reflect, we gain insights that help us refine our self-care practices and live more intentionally. Together, these practices help us build resilience, foster self-awareness, and cultivate a sense of peace and fulfillment in our lives. Learning is a fundamental part of human growth and development, and its importance cannot be overstated. Through learning, we acquire new skills, knowledge, and perspectives that expand our understanding of the world and ourselves. It fuels personal and professional growth, allowing us to adapt to change, overcome challenges, and improve our quality of life. Learning is an ongoing process that enriches our lives in countless ways, helping us to stay curious, engaged, and open to new possibilities. One of the most valuable aspects of learning is its ability to empower us. Knowledge gives us the tools we need to make informed decisions, solve problems, and understand complex situations. When we invest time in learning, we equip ourselves with the skills needed to face a rapidly changing world. Whether it's developing new technical skills for a career, studying history to understand the present, or learning about different cultures to foster empathy, every piece of knowledge contributes to our ability to navigate life with confidence and competence. Learning also nurtures critical thinking, an essential skill in today's information-rich society. As we gain new knowledge, we learn to question assumptions, evaluate sources, and analyze information. This ability to think critically helps us differentiate between reliable facts and misinformation, which is increasingly important in the digital age. With strong critical thinking skills, we can approach challenges with a discerning mind, making thoughtful decisions rather than simply following the crowd. This independent thinking fosters self-reliance and builds confidence, allowing us to trust in our own judgment. Furthermore, learning broadens our perspectives, exposing us to different ideas, cultures, and ways of thinking. This exposure increases our empathy and understanding, helping us connect with others on a deeper level. When we learn about diverse cultures, histories, and belief systems, we break down stereotypes and develop a more inclusive mindset. This broader perspective enriches our interactions and makes us more adaptable, as we become more open to new experiences and capable of understanding viewpoints that differ from our own. Learning thus serves as a bridge that connects us to others, fostering tolerance and compassion in a world that often feels divided. Another significant benefit of learning is its positive impact on mental well-being. Studies have shown that continuous learning stimulates the brain, keeping it active and healthy. Engaging in intellectually challenging activities, such as reading, problem-solving, or learning a new language, promotes neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections. This not only improves memory and cognitive function, but also helps delay age-related mental decline. By keeping our minds sharp, learning contributes to our overall mental health and can even enhance our emotional resilience, making it easier to handle stress and adapt to change. Learning also cultivates a growth mindset, the belief that our abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. This mindset encourages us to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. When we believe that we can improve through learning, we're more willing to take on difficult tasks, persist through setbacks, and view failures as valuable lessons. A growth mindset fosters resilience and adaptability, qualities that are essential for achieving long-term success and fulfillment. By embracing learning as a lifelong journey, we open ourselves to endless opportunities for improvement and self-discovery. Additionally, learning fuels innovation and creativity. When we expand our knowledge and skills, we gain new tools for solving problems and generating ideas. Creativity often arises from the combination of diverse pieces of knowledge, and the more we learn, the greater our potential for innovation. This is why continuous learning is vital in fields that require creative problem-solving, such as technology, science, and the arts. By staying curious and open to new ideas, we keep our minds flexible and better equipped to adapt to a rapidly evolving world. Ultimately, learning gives our lives a sense of purpose and fulfillment. When we learn, we grow, and when we grow, we gain a deeper understanding of what drives us and what we want to achieve. The process of learning helps us discover our passions, set meaningful goals, and pursue them with intention.